We work hard. We show up. We make the food, clean the classrooms, care for the sick. We raise the kids, work the land, and we create the culture.
My name is Blue Robinson. I'm from Riverside, California. I owe a lot of my ability to graduate and not giving up to the community that I was able to get from my school.
My name is Sam. I currently live in West Covina, a city that is very vigorously Hispanic, very vigorously Latino.
My name is Elijah Placides. I was actually born and raised in the Philippines. I moved here when I was in high school, and ever since I lived in Santa Clara, California. Most of the people that work here, or the backbone of this society, of this state, are the immigrants, people of color, women, and LGBTQ.
I was first generation. We couldn't afford college. So I took on student loans, and then a couple months in, I had lost my job, and it was tough. There was at least a 2 months free where I really didn't even buy groceries. I work again 2 jobs now and significantly better pay, but even in doing so, I work 50 to 60 hours a week. And then on top of it, now the cost of living itself has become so unbearable for so many people.
I think everything is really expensive. It's real. Everything is like, oh my god, I go to State Union and everything is like $20. After I graduated high school, I paused my education for a year, and I had to work because at the time my dad was not earning. Later on, even though I was also studying, I was working full time because of the fact that I had to help my family. It was really difficult.
I would say that the housing market is trash. It's terrible. And it's a very real thing for people in my current situation. My sophomore year of high school, we lost our family business. We ended up homeless, and we ended up living in one of my dad's shops for about a year. And it's in my opinion that we're still picking up the pieces of, what broke at that time. And I don't think it should be that hard.
In my experience, the billionaires, they get to exist outside of the reality of what's happening. They're not going to be affected by what's happening the way we are. They benefit the most from workers. They don't do the hard work, but they also don't pay the taxes that we pay. And they also don't deal with the struggles that we deal with.
My family, we've never owned a home, and even in the future, it doesn't really look like it's a possibility for us to purchase a home. These developers are essentially making millions off people who, want to be able to purchase a home, but have all of their money basically being funneled into the pockets of private developers.
Their version of the world we live in, and their version of society, and their version of California is not what ours is. A thriving community for me looks like people being able to meet their basic needs. That's healthcare, that's food, that's a livable wage. It looks like a system designed to support people, not just to use people.
But the spotlight hasn't really been on it because this is already, a community where voices aren't heard, right? Faces aren't seen. We don't have an administration currently that's really listening. But the cool thing about what's going on right now is that people are just finding alternative ways to help.
With community organizing, we can change the system to advocate for workers' rights, for immigrants' rights, for women's rights, and even LGBTQ rights.
We're all kind of just banding together, and we're making sure that we have each other's backs because, when the time comes and we face those challenges, we know that we have a community that will support us.
If we don't have any people with us, the billionaires will continue to exploit us. So we must be part of the change, to call them out, to take political action on this.
This is our voice. California belongs to us. Let's take it back together.
Join us to speak California.
Join us to speak California.
Join us to speak California.